How do you steal the show on a night when your team hits 7 home runs in a 19-4 beatdown of the Atlanta Braves? How do you do it? You hit 4 yourself. That's how, Ricky Bo. Kyle Schwarber. Boom!
I got to tell you, that was impressive. Even I'm smiling. You know what? You watch somebody like that, and he's so well-deserved. And by the way, 0 for 20 slump. Remember that. He was in an 0 for 20 slump. I guess he's kind of put that behind him. But I mean, I brought it up just a minute ago. The one thing I find very impressive is that Aaron Nola goes out there, gives up the 3 runs in the first inning, and let's face it, the fan base was down at that given time.
Sure was.
Kyle gets himself a pitch to hit, a curveball, and he destroys a ball. You know what that did? It just turned the whole game around. And everybody else just jumped on his back. I think it's odd because that's how this team works. But, I mean, it couldn't happen to a better baseball player.
Nope.
It really couldn't.
It could not have. And
bummer
runs,
in that 9th or the 8th inning, though.
It sure was. As Ricky said, golden ticket to hit 5, never before done in Major League history. And he missed it by that much.
He was disappointed.
I know.
He was not a happy camper.
I think it's because the pitch was so bad, and he just undercut it, and it went right into the
I mean, when you think
outfield.
of Kyle Schwarber, the one thing you think of is he doesn't like to talk about himself. So this is probably like, he's probably having the worst time of his life right now, like the best and worst time that he's got to talk about himself. But, I mean, you notice the one thing he brought up right away was Aaron Nola. Yeah, he bounced right back. He had a rough first inning, bounced right back for us. He's always looking out for somebody else. That's why I say he's very deserving.
All right, here's the Toyota electrifying moment.
What happened in the at-bat before? They threw him away. He kind of flicked his one hand, and he hits out of the ballpark the other way.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do the next at-bat? You're going to try to bust him in. You missed in, and he hits a home run.
Eddie Delahanty in 1896. I covered that one.
How was that game?
It was exciting. So was Chuck Klein. Was brilliant in 1936. And then 49 years ago this season, Michael Jack Schmidt in Chicago at Wrigley Field with 4 home runs. And Kyle Schwarber tonight. We got a little surprise for you a little bit later in the program.
Yeah, I think we do.
Yeah, you really want to stick around for this because we're going to talk to one of the guys on this list, and it ain't Kyle Schwarber. And I
we'll
don't
probably get him
Ed
too.
and Chuck are here anymore, so you will leave it to you to guess. But Ricky Bo, this is the type of thing.
Segue.
They're coming in on a 3-game losing streak to the Mets. They scored 19. They only scored 10 runs in the entire Mets series. They scored 19 tonight. Thank you, Braves. And thank you, Phillies.
There's something about Citizens Bank Park where they feel like it's a nice, cozy blanket to them. And I'm being completely honest. It's like one of those things. You go away somewhere, you sleep in a hotel, you don't get that great sleep, you get back in your own bed. What happens? You have a perfect sleep. This is what it seems like for the Phillies. They come back home, and they just get that comfort zone. And they know, let's face it, the ball flies at this ballpark. We all know it. Doesn't fly at Citi Field. Maybe that's a little bit of an issue. You go up to Citi Field, you tend to swing too hard, trying to hit the ball harder. They come here, they just look to barrel the baseball, and they had some gifts.
Yeah.
I mean, there were some gifts out there today by Cal Quantrill and the rest of the crew of the Braves because their pitching staff looked like garbage. But that was a beautiful, beautiful thing because even if you're going up against batting practice, you usually don't hit 7 home runs in a ball game like that. Very nicely done by the Phillies.
It was. We're going to show you the other 3 in a moment, but he is on pace now, Kyle Schwarber, for 59, which would best Ryan Howard by 58.
Yep.
He's on pace for 59. Does he get 59 or more?
I'm starting to lean towards yes. It's hard to sit here and say and go against them. I mean, like I said, before this, if he only had a 1 home run game tonight, you'd still be saying, well, you know what, that's a long way to go still. It's not a long way to go. He's one hit from being in that same decade, when you think about it, of the 50s. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah. All right, let's go.
See if he gets to 60.
Yeah. Would that be unbelievable?
That would be pretty
I can't
cool.
even think
I
about
want him to
that
get
right
to,
now.
If he's going to beat him, get to 60. I think Ryan Howard had more of an uppercut swing. He had that big loop in his swing. Kyle doesn't necessarily have that. You saw that last home run that he hit against Suero. That was a line drive. He didn't necessarily get that epic, high tilting home run. He got through that baseball and hit it off of the signage.
Yeah.
This guy is strong.
Do you think that Rob Thompson will be able to control himself tonight in the postgame?
I'm going to say he'll give a little smile. Yeah, that was pretty special. Pretty special.
We're going to see right now. Here's Topper, postgame in the clubhouse.
Yeah, it's one of those things. He's in a groove right now, or tonight anyway. And it was good to see because we needed it. He'd been hitting some balls hard right at people. They've been pitching him tough, so it was good to see. Yeah, it's really neat. He had a chance at the fifth one there too, and got it pitched to hit, but didn't happen. But it was a big win for us. Coming off the series against the Mets and getting down 3 in the first inning and coming right back and scoring 5. I thought it was a big character victory for our club.
It was his home run that got you guys on the board first after falling behind. So how much is a moment like that kind of a, okay, take a deep breath moment? Everything.
Yeah, it really is. It just changes the momentum just a little bit. And then, then JT hits a home run, and who else hit the home run in the inning? Kepler, yeah. So big night. Everybody had a base hit, 20 hits, 4 walks. It was a great night.
Rob, how hard is it to hit that fifth home run off of a position or off of the fact that
I've never experienced that, so I can't answer that.
what was going through him when he was going up there?
Oh, I thought he was going to do it. I really did. It was no doubt in my mind, but it didn't happen. So.
Can you think of any more emphatic way of exercising the work from your system?
Yeah, again, a huge character win. You get down 3, and I know, the radio stations were wanting the fans to boo us and all that stuff, but that's all right, But we came back, scored 5, and then just chipped away and just kept going. So added on, and so really big win.
Have you been part of a 4-homer game?
I don't think so. Maybe A-Rod. I remember one night he had 10 RBIs in a game against the Angels, but I'm not sure if he hit 4 home runs. I think maybe 3.
And earlier this season, after you swept in Houston, you guys had a 13-0 win the next night in Atlanta, or the next game in Atlanta. So it's not the first time you guys have done this year, where you've had a bad series and come back and just let everything out. What does that say about it?
Well, like I was talking about before the game, they're experienced and they have short memories, and they've been through this before. They've been through 162-game schedules and the ups and downs of it, and they just keep moving forward. And that's what you got to do. You got to grind through it. You got to make your own breaks. You got to just fight. Pardon? First inning, command was off a little bit. There were some pitches he didn't miss by much, but he did miss. But I was really happy that he settled in. He was, 37 pitches in the first inning. That's tough, and you ended up getting 6 innings out of him. That's really efficient pitching. So I think he gathered himself. And tonight's a tough night for pitchers too, because you sit for a long time, and sometimes that can be difficult. But he's another experienced guy. He's handled this before, and I was really pleased with him.
See anything different just from him who went on, just any sort of change in his mechanics that allowed him to say something like that?
I don't think so. I think he just got comfortable, and the stuff was good even from the beginning. He touched 95, and the curveball was good. He got a double play ball and a changeup, so the changeup had some fade to it and some bottom to it. So I think his stuff was really good. It's just the first inning he was just off a little bit.
And it was a milestone night for him, too, because now he's third all-time
Yeah.
in the franchise for strikeouts, moving by Cole. And he tied Hall of Famer Grover Alexander for 5th in starts in the franchise. So what's the significance of this milestone tonight?
He's a great pitcher, and he was on the IL earlier in the season, but he went a number of years with never missing a start, really, and that tells you a lot about him, about his toughness, and about his conditioning and things like that. He takes care of himself and prepares, and he competes. So, he's earned it.
Rob Thompson, he's earned it, and he talked about the radio stations booing the team.
Don't
and
look
saying
at me. It wasn't my show.
it was not Ricky Batalico and Bill Cagliarulo on Unfiltered.
No.
We can tell you that. We're positive about that. When
We
you
don't play that game.
When you listen to what he said, he really was trying to keep it under wraps. You could tell Topper, because
Well, he kind of
everybody
smiled.
wanted to
He
talk about
smirked.
Schwarber.
He smirked for a second, but for the most part, this is who he is. You know what? I think this is one of those things where he was trying to stay true to himself. I mean, you think about yesterday, he was staying calm yesterday about how badly they played in New York and everything. And then he was talking about today and how great Schwarber was today. But if you noticed his demeanor, everything's straightforward. Let's go on to the next subject.
Yeah, speaking of how they played in New York, take a look at these numbers from the New York series versus tonight. Talk about shaking it off. The first column, 3 games played at the Mets, 8 runs scored total, tonight 19. 22 hits at Citi Field, tonight 20. 1 home run at Citi Field, tonight 7. Extra base hits, 5 in New York, 11 tonight. And now the Phillies are 43 and 22 at Citizens Bank Park.
Yep.
They are below 500 on the road this season, 34 and 35.
Yeah.
So it shows you how important it is.
They are awesome when they're at Citizens Bank Park. I think it has a lot to do with the fan base. It has a lot to do with the electricity when you come into the ballpark. And quite frankly, I think it has to do with the ballpark itself, the way it's designed. It's designed to be a hitter-friendly ballpark.
Especially for lefties.
Especially for, well, I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you what, maybe we've just seen those lefties
Schwarber
rip
didn't
it.
even hit that ball well to the left and it got out of the park, so
Yeah.
the righties should be pretty happy about that.
Absolutely, but on the field, on the one that went to left
Yeah.
field, that's
so-
true. But the other 3,
Well,
beautiful stuff.
He hits missiles.
he sure does. I got another guy who's hit missiles for us as well in Philadelphia, and that's Michael Jack Schmidt.
Think about Kyle Schwarber, and the one thing we think about is just sheer power. But where do you think that power comes from?
Tight. He's tight, and by tight I mean he pushes off the ground to get his power with his front leg. You know, he kind of pushes back, and the timing is really good. It's not a long, big stroke. It's a short, compact, more of a level swing. He goes down to get the ball like that. I think it was the first home run tonight, or was it the 4th home run tonight? It was kind of a off-speed pitch, little away, a little away and down, and he went down to get it. Man, you know what I mean, Ricky?
Yep.
And Michael, he lowered his body to get down to the ball, and it's just an arc. He's got a perfect home run arc, and I'm amazed. I love to watch him. I mean, he's on his way. What is he? Where is he now? 50?
49.
48.
49. So I mean, things go.
right. If
things go right, he's looking at 55 to 60, and oh my God, what's Ryan Howard's record?
58.
58.
Am I right about that?
5'8". Wow.
Yeah.
Golly,
58. 58.
And a little bit of losing Wheeler, that's a blow to the team right there,
Yeah,
no
sure
question.
is.
But I know Aaron Nola came back now with a couple of good starts, if I'm not mistaken. And we got the offense really got to help out the rest of the way.
Okay. Thanks for joining us, my friend. Always great talking to you. Greatest.
Yeah,
Philly.
yeah. You guys, you'll get to sleep in about 2 or 3 hours from now, right?
I know. I can only imagine how we feel.
Congratulations, right?
Yeah, congratulations, a grandfather.
Who, me?
Yeah. No?
No?
Well, I'm a grandfather. I'm
But wait-
grandfather of three girls.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there wasn't another one?
There wasn't another one. They put
Not
something
that
up
I know
there.
of.
Okay. It must have been another.
We got false
Must
information.
have been. Must
You
have
got
been
me
another
mixed up with
Schmidt.
somebody.
Yeah. Well, we saw it on the game telecast. That's the problem when you have the volume down. All right, Michael
Yeah,
Jack.
you got to squelch that rumor.
Yeah.
it's
not
gone.
him. 3 beautiful girls. Okay, we'll stop it right
All right, good
there.
night, guys.
All right,
I'll
buddy.
talk to you.
We'll see you soon. Thanks so much. Mike Schmidt joining us live on Postgame
Oh, we
Live.
got bad info.
Yeah,
That was great until the bad info.
Until the very end, we had to go one more. Speaking of one more, Kyle Schwarber right now in the clubhouse postgame.
I mean, it's a great night. I think great night all around. Knowles goes out there, and for him to have that, first inning, tough first inning, and he goes out there and he throws up a bunch of zeros right after that. And after we responded and felt like we kept the at-bats going the whole night. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool to go out there and do that. You get the opportunity for a 5th one, and I stink against a position player, but yeah, I mean, it was a fun night. Great atmosphere. wouldn't want to do it with a better group of guys that we have here. But you know, it was just a really good night, especially a big bounce back for us after you know, the series, and you know, we got another game tomorrow.
Have you ever had 4 homers at any level before?
I don't think so. That's a good question, but I don't think so. I think this is probably the first time. So yeah, it was pretty cool.
And there aren't many people on this planet that have ever hit 4 home runs before. It's only a select group, and now you're a part of it. What does it feel like to hit 4 home runs in a major league game?
I mean, it's pretty cool. It just cooperated, right? You know, you could do everything. I've been saying you can do everything right and get out, and you can do everything wrong and get a hit. And it just happened to cooperate, and you know, got some pitches, put some good swings on it, and that was the result. So, yeah, I mean, it's fun, it's exciting. You know, you can't expect that you're going to go up there and hit a home run every time, right? That it's just not the game. You just got to be able to go back and, you know, got another game tomorrow and just stay with your same approach, and you know, get a hit, you do. If you don't, you don't.
Can you take us through your 5th at bat? Just, you know, what you think about the position players coming up. Obviously, does it change your approach? Is it on your mind?
Yeah, I mean, I shouldn't even ask the question. I was in the cage. I was like, how many guys have hit 5? And no one said anything. I was like, oh, okay. Well, that answers the question. But, and I mean, I know, like, it's I got a mental block somewhere in my head that I'm not very good against position player, but, you know, it's just, you go up there and all you're just trying to do is just get a good pitch. I mean, you know that it's going to be, you know, soft, could be hard, whatever it is. And I got the pitch, threw it down the middle, and just popped it up. But, yeah, it was exciting. It was a great atmosphere. The fans were into it. So, you know, if I don't know, I don't think I'd really change anything what I did there in the, you know, that bat, except maybe raise my bat up a little bit more and hit the ball a little bit more square.
Is this like example number 1 million of what crazy game this is? A tough series in New York team-wise, you have an offer, and then the team does this tonight, and then you have this historic moment.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about baseball is where, you know, we were talking about it, even in, you know, New York on the bus right back, right? That, you know, we got swept earlier this year. You know, we had to bounce back. You know, we got swept by Pittsburgh, had to bounce back. It's the same scenario where, you know, you don't ever want to get swept in general. You don't want to lose a game in general. Everyone's always going to be disappointed after a loss. But there's always something that you have to show up and you got to do tomorrow. And we had a game today, and we had to go out there and execute. And I feel like that, you know, we did a really good job today of bouncing back. You know, Nola goes out there, gets his strikeouts, and you know, what a career he's going to keep having. And for us to just keep doing that and set ourselves up for the rest of the series with, you know, our guys getting the day off and going for there and get ready for battle again tomorrow.
Kyle, did you get the ball, and/or have you been approached about like Hall of Fame or donating your bat or anything like that yet?
Didn't get the ball, but probably I think they're going to take like the helmet or something like that. Take the helmet and get that authenticated and send that up there. That would be cool.
Obviously, there's team goals, but you're 9 home runs away from Ryan Howard's franchise record. How much is that on your radar?
I mean, like I think someone asked if it happens, great. If it doesn't, great. Right? I'm more focused about us as a group and focused about trying to, you know, get to where we want to be. And you know, I think that this is a constant daily reminder of just trying to have the same mental approach every single day, and there's not getting too high, not getting too low, and you have to be able to prepare and do a lot of the same things and make adjustments when you have to make adjustments and go out there and compete at the end of the day.
I know it's quick after the game, but did you happen to get maybe a text from Mike Schmidt who hit 4?
I haven't even got to look at my phone yet, so I don't even know if I want to, because I'm pretty bad at responding. A lot of people know that, but I'm sorry, but yeah, exactly. But I mean, John actually came into the clubhouse and he said that, you know, I think there's 4 other Phillies, you know, and there's 21 people who do it now. So, and that's 4 Phillies, so that's pretty cool.
I was wondering why he never texted us back. Kyle Schwarber on his 4-home run night. And before we take a break, Ricky Bo, I know I've uttered this quote to you many, many times, but I think it's fitting tonight because Schwarber talked about bouncing back. He said we lost 3 straight before to the Mets, we bounced back. We lost 3 straight to Pittsburgh, we bounced back. And Joe Garagiola, who was the legendary announcer, former catcher for St. Louis, he was a major leaguer, great, but not a Hall of Famer. He said baseball gives you every chance to be great, then it puts every pressure on you to prove that you haven't got what it takes. It never takes away the chance, and it never eases up on the pressure. And the Phillies found that out tonight. They took their chance, and bang, zoom, 7 home runs, led by Kyle Schwarber's 4. Why the reluctance, in your view, to throw the fastball?
I just think he doesn't have the confidence in it. I mean, I think from the beginning of the season when his fastball was 88, 89 to 91 miles an hour, I think maybe that confidence level drops every single time you go out on the mound. And maybe he just hasn't regained it yet. I think maybe this could be a step towards regaining it. He's running out of time to show everybody. He's running out of time to show Rob Thompson that, hey, look, I could do this innings 1 through 7. Let me pitch in the playoffs. He's going to have to step it up just a little bit. I mean, today wasn't terrible. The first inning stunk.
Yeah. Here's Aaron Nola post-game on his performance tonight.
Aaron, what'd you think of what Kyle did tonight? How special was that in all your years watching playing baseball?
Amazing. I've never seen a 4-home run game in person, so it was amazing. That guy's awesome. I don't know what else to say. I mean, the guy's having a year for the ages. It's awesome to watch. He's a hard worker, great teammate, great guy, and for him to do something like that, especially at home too, is special.
What allowed you to rebound after that tough first inning to finish 6 innings?
Just trying to really, really get in the zone and get the leadoff hitter out. Big play in that first inning with Stott and JT right there to get Albies from scoring right there. The hitters picked me up real quick. They came to swinging the bats hot, so that helped right there. But really needed to focus on getting that leadoff guy out and trying to make my pitches. The command really wasn't there tonight, I felt like, but after that first, I got some quick outs, which helped.
Normally a pitcher doesn't like to have a long break on the bench, but did that kind of at least allow you to reset a little bit after that first inning and kind of get back into that groove that you wanted to be?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, the Braves are always tough, so I just have to lock it in no matter what the score is, no matter how long I'm able to sit, if it's short or long. So that was kind of my thought process going through that.